from Sports on 6, Friday Night Fever.
Thank you very much to the Lewis Central Spirit Squad for kicking off our high school football coverage tonight. Hello again. This is Friday Night Fever. I'm Clayton Collier, Mason Kern along with me. Mason, we had a ton of great games in the Omaha Metro today.
Yeah, that's right. You know, the season's been back and forth. Some blowouts here and there, some really close games, and a couple upsets tonight, I would say.
Some fantastic games, but we're going to go across the river for our game of the week. A terrific rivalry. It's Glenwood at Lewis Central. Both student sections packed out, going with the blackout theme, but the lights coming on early for Lewis Central. First drive, Titans run into Jacob Jeffries, the junior, finding the end zone for his first touchdown of the season. It's 7-0 Lewis Central. Hey, it's Glenwood's turn now. Rams quarterback Ben Carlo under pressure tries to get the pass off. Braxton Boothie there for the interception. So the Titans turn that one into a field goal. They make it a 10-0 lead. Still in the first, it's Titans quarterback Brody Chubb at midfield. Opts for the air this time. Peyton Fippen underneath. House call for the senior makes it 17-zip Titans. But get this, Glenwood mounts a massive comeback. They win 41-38.
Anything can happen in a rivalry. Creighton Prep is still unbeaten through 4 games. The Junior Jays putting that to the test against Papio, who's 3-1. Prep goes to its run game early. Jack Lammers hands off to Angelo Walker, but the Monarchs pop the ball out and fall on it. Forced fumble and recovery gives Papio all the momentum. On the ensuing Monarch drive, Junior Jay's defense holds them to a field goal. Papio cuts the deficit to 7-3 as that one goes through the uprights. Later, Walker rights his previous wrongs, holds on to this ball as he barrels his way up the middle for the touchdown. That gives the Junior Jays a 14-3 lead. Creighton Prep stays unbeaten in a 21-10 win.
Upset alert at Westside High School? Excuse me? Omaha Central leading Westside 21-0 at halftime. But the Warriors, they weren't going down with a fight. The handoff to Tay Jenkins, dog pile short of the goal line. Where's Tay? Oh, there's Tay, the junior, working like Magic Man, getting Westside on the board. Eagles flying back downfield, 1st and 20. BJ Newsom with the keeper play. Big time yardage for Omaha Central. Warriors defense holds the line. Eagles have to settle for a field goal. But that field goal, the difference in this game. Omaha Central wins it 31-28, handing Westside its first home loss since 2019. Mason, you weren't even born then.
Okay, come on now. Omaha Benson brings its 2 wins to Lincoln High. Lynx trying to prevent the Bunnies from going over 500. Lynx up 7-0 in the first quarter already. Ben Lanham fires deep. Zane Rayfelt is there for the catch. Nobody catches him on his way to the end zone. Lincoln High doubles up its lead to 14-0. But don't count out the Bunnies. Deontay Settle-Shelley bounces his way outside just like the mascot implies. Long run goes for 6. That cuts the deficit to 14-6. But in the end, Lincoln High pours it on in a 47-24 win.
Millard West welcoming Grand Island to town. This one, a fantastic game at Buell Stadium if you love defense. Let me tell you, first quarter, Wildcats quarterback Gus Dahlhauser looking deep. Roman DeVault there for the interception. Grand Island coming back with it, but they come up empty. Millard West isn't going to let that slide. Second quarter now. Islander Evan Jones with the big fly, but Jack Meeks there with the interception. Game still scoreless going into halftime, but the Cats still fighting. Third quarter now. Grand Island ball again. Jones chucking it downfield this time. Colton Williams says, hey, I'll take a pick.
Ball hawk.
First down. They wouldn't score on this drive, but they have a great second half. Millard West takes this one 17-0.
Scott Catholic is playing with heavy hearts tonight, honoring their former assistant coach, Matt Verzal. At Elkhorn, second quarter, Antlers facing a shutout. Baron Clevenger trying to get something going, finds Camden Carl downfield for the first down. That's before a pair of Skyhawks sandwich him. Scott dominates this first half, though. Fake handoff to Lou Pearson ends up in a big gain on the pitch to Brendan Ruth. He's pushed out of bounds before crossing the plane. So the Skyhawks go back to Pearson for real this time. He's in there for 6. That makes it 23-0 before half. Skyhawks get a big win on an emotional night, 44-8.
Gretna hosting Bennington tonight. The Badgers entering the Dragons' Den, winners of 3 in a row. It's early in the first quarter. Gretna quarterback Michael Knutson. Short pass to Joe Sullivan, the junior, refusing to go down. Look at this, finally knocked out of bounds for a first down. Dragons come up empty on a missed field goal attempt, though, so we stay scoreless. Bennington on the drive. Quarterback Ty Buafeko rolling out, throwing deep. Look at Jake Russell. Beautiful basket catch. Bennington strikes first, up 7-0. The Badgers go on to win 35-7.
We get Class C1 football out in Elkhorn, where one-loss Mount Michael Benedictine is hosting unbeaten Fort Calhoun. Pitch goes to Jed Ramold, who bounces this run to the outside and bruises a couple defenders before finally being brought down. Big chunk play sets the Knights up in plus territory. They end up capitalizing. Knights rely on their run game early in this one. This time it's a QB keeper for Will Schieber. He follows the hole from his blocks and scores the opening touchdown of this game. Fort Calhoun defending their end zone again later. This time they hold, though. Schieber's pass is picked off by Logan Brewer to change possession. Knights open it up late, though. They bounce back from last week's loss in a 34-20 win.